Welcome back to the channel, fam. Welcome back to the channel. This is Brian, the Introverted Marketer. It ain't hard to tell, it's simple. Now listen, family. As a beginner marketer, some of the things that I always struggle with is coming up with prompts. You see, on this channel, actually, I promoted a few products that help you with prompts. Everything from God of Prompt, we have Pismo, we have Pretty Prompt, we have Wordara, a few different tools. And maybe if you're getting one or two. But this right here, and it's another product by Mark Hess, and I'm a big fan of Mark Hess products. I see the videos don't often get a lot of love, but I do believe in their products, and I do believe he makes stuff for people. If you're beginner marketers, you just need some things to get you going. I believe Mark Hess creates some quality stuff. That's why you always see me putting his stuff on my channel. And he's coming with something I think that's going to be pretty useful to people that struggle to come up with prompts on their own. And maybe they don't want to buy any of these expensive tools. Mark has created something called Easy Prompt Creator Pro. So we're going to get into it. But before we do that, I'm going to take you over to the funnels to let you know that it is a funnel product. And here's what it's looking like. So you can see here, right now at the time of this recording, it's Sunday, January 11th. This actually came out yesterday. I picked it up, doing a video on it now. You can see right here it goes to 988. And there's a few products in here that you see I may have promoted. I actually have the video ready to drop for this as well. I may drop that today as well for max organic traffic. But you can see he has quite a few products here. And a few of them I definitely recommend. Definitely the value stacker for bonuses and things like that if you don't have it. Just things to keep in mind if you are a beginner marketer or anything of that sort. Definitely make sure you check out any of these products. I've done videos on Side Hustler, Value Stacker, the Niche Brainstormer. This is coming soon, and we're doing a video on. I've done the video on the Attention Hijacker, and we're doing a video now on the Easy Prompt Creator. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the sales page, which I believe is here. I have popped up, and we're gonna get into it. We're also gonna go with the custom GPT because I picked that up. Some people don't want to copy paste, and custom GPT is just for those that just want to make things simple and get right into things. So you can see right here, Mark has the video, same old, same old. The thing about Mark, he has this thing down pack. He gives people what they want and what they're looking for. He keeps things simple, gives you a nice little video, a nice little sales page. Sales page is always the same. It shows the product. It has some copy. It gives you some instructions on what to do. And of course, with any of these tools, you can use them in any of your preferred LLMs, whether it be ChatGPT, whether it be Grok, whether it be Claude, whether it be DeepSeek, whether it be Gemini, whichever one you prefer. With some of his newer products, he leaves the link at the top. We'll take a little bit of a look at the video, and then we'll actually get into the product itself and test it out. You see we're rocking with Atlas, so we got ChatGPT built into the browser. So let's go ahead and begin the video. So it's muted.
What Easy Prompt Creator Pro can do. Easy Prompt Creator Pro allows you to create your own custom AI prompts that you can use in your own business, you could sell, or you can give them away. You can create any prompt that you can possibly imagine to generate images, videos, digital products, infographics, content, emails, social media posts, or anything else that you could possibly imagine. You can generate your own custom prompts in seconds that are written from scratch. No two prompts will be alike. Now, there's no gimmicks, there's no games, there's no API keys, there's no usage restrictions. You could sit there all day long creating unlimited AI prompts all day if you wanted to, using Easy Prompt Creator Pro. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is to use in just a second. This uses free AI, so there are no ongoing costs. You can generate endless prompts that you can use in your own business, that you could sell, you give them away. And all you have to do is answer this one simple question. I want to create a prompt that let's say, creates 2,500 word blog posts that are SEO friendly and sound human. Then all I'm going to do is click on generate prompt, creator prompt, and then copy this. Then go to either ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, DeepSeek, or hell, you can use all five of them since they're all free to use. And then you just copy that prompt in, okay? And then hit enter. So from there, it's going to start creating your prompt for you. Now, just like I said before, with this, then you can go ahead and you can use this prompt in your own business. You could sell it, you could give it away, you could do whatever you want with this. And these are not your normal, average, typical prompts that you see around, okay? These are.
So I'm not going to make you guys watch the whole sales video. If you want to watch the sales video, you could definitely tap in and watch the video. It's about 5 minutes long. But the key thing he said here is that you can do anything with these prompts. If you want to use them in your business, you can. If you want to use them for personal, you can. If you really want to get spicy with it, you can go out there and look and see what other people are looking to do. You do some deep research. You could come up with some prompts specifically meant to solve pain points. So this is real sauce right here. Just being able to have the tool that comes up with it for you, and all you have to do is come up with the ideas. So we watched a little bit of the video. We understand what the tool can do. We're tapped in with Atlas ChatGPT, and here's a sales page. You know, as I purchased it. And once again, comes with another video and two links. One for 100 prompt ideas to get your brain going if you don't know, and I'll show you what that looks like. And also the actual software, which is a web page. Here's the web page. That's the custom GPT. Here it is. Just back that over here. You can see we got the first 25 of the prompts. It's 4 pages. We could take any one of these ideas here and just put it in and copy it and put it into Atlas. So we'll put it into the actual prompt generator, then we'll put it into Atlas. So let's just take something like this right here, right? And then we'll go into, I was messing with it earlier, create AI avatar. And I think I actually have that prompt in, prompt is gone. And then we'll generate the prompt. And we can copy that. We'll open up Atlas, or ChatGPT in Atlas. We'll paste it right here and let it do its thing. And there you have it. I mean, so you have your prompt right here. And right here, the core ideas where you fill in. Act as a growth strategist with deep expertise in audience psychology, narrative persuasion, a data-driven social media analyst, fluent in platform mechanics and engagement algorithms, and a veteran copywriter with proven executional mastery in high-performing Twitter threads. So this is not just a generic prompt that just says do this. It's a well thought out prompt, and you can generate these an unlimited amount of times. See what happens if we do it again. It's going to be the same thing. See what happens. So we already copied that. So this is this one example right here. And then if you want ChatGPT to modify it even further, or your LLM to modify it even further, it's completely up to you. But you have the basis here for a pretty strong prompt. If you wanted to put in the core idea or modify it, which you prefer LLM, you could go ahead and do that. But we can actually test it out in other LLMs. And I think we'll do that because we have each one of them. So we can actually go back over here. And just give me 1 second, family. And you can see I got a few of them pulled up. We got Claude, we got Gemini, we got Perplexity, we got ChatGPT. So this is a good one right here. Sell a $9 digital download to strangers without a website. So I like that idea. We'll come back over here, paste that here, start a new conversation. And we'll just see how each one of these generates the prompt. So this is how ChatGPT would do it. And the good thing about Atlas and whichever browser you prefer, whether it's Comet, which has Perplexity, and also use Genspark, and they have the agent there as well, is that you don't necessarily need to go and use like the custom GPT or anything like that, even though it makes things easier with the custom GPT because everything's already in there, and we're actually going to test it out next. Everything is right there in the browser, or if you have something like Merlin, because Merlin pretty much does the same thing. I know you guys always see this here, but Merlin's pretty much, I've been with Merlin. I got Merlin on AppSumo about a year or so ago, but I actually went on to get a subscription with them. But for Merlin, you have access to a whole bunch of different LLMs. You can see whichever one you want, and it pretty much would do the same thing here. Like, let's say we don't have Grok here. You could put Grok. You could put the same thing here. And then we would see what Grok would say in Merlin without me actually having to even go into Grok, even though you could just go to grok.com. And while it's working on that, it's using Grok 4. Oh, okay, so it's finished. So each LLM will handle it differently. You see, it says acts as a behavioral economist strategist, and it says act as a visionary digital marketing strategist, right? Digital offer, product description, and we can go over to Claude. Sunday session, Brian? Yes, it is. We're back to it. And Claude is just going to give his own way of doing it. We're tapped in with Sonnet. And here, Claude, it says act as a direct response copywriter with a decade of experience writing high converting sales pages for digital products. If you ask me what would be my preferred LLM for writing any kind of copy or anything to, I want to say, help persuade or influence the audience, it definitely would be Claude. Even though you see me using Atlas and stuff like that, because it's just convenient having ChatGPT. I have a sub for a lot of these. I like Claude. I also like Gemini. And we can tap in with Gemini. And also the thing with Perplexity can use different models as well. They can use its own model, which is best for searching. But you can also use ChatGPT. You can also use Claude. I believe you can use Gemini as well. Okay. So this one is custom to, I went into the settings and customized it. So while it is executing the prompt, how I have Gemini set up to do is, it talks to me in this manner. You see with this, I used to do things and the lesson and the clarity and the action step. So I just have it doing it like that. And it has my tag. It ain't hard to tell. It's simple. But had I told Gemini to just execute the prompt without speaking how it normally speaks to me, it would do the same thing. But you can see here, it says act as a world-class direct response copywriter, a behavioral economist, and a growth marketing strategist working in tight synergy to architect a high conversion sales bridge for, right, digital product. So you can use the tool on any LLM you prefer. All right, we go here. And this is just Perplexity. I don't believe I have it set to any LLM here. So behavioral economist, strategic authority, conversion engineer, and guerrilla marketer. Wow, so that was a new one. So each LLM, it'll execute in its own specific way. And that's the whole point of what Mark was talking about. You can use any LLM you want. They even have the links right here. I've personally never used DeepSeek. I don't even think I have a DeepSeek account. I've never used DeepSeek, but we tested out in ChatGPT, tested out on Claude, Gemini. We tested out in Grok, which will take the place for DeepSeek because I don't have a DeepSeek account. But actually, let me pull back up Merlin. See if Merlin has DeepSeek. So it doesn't have DeepSeek available. It has Kimi, but it doesn't have DeepSeek, so that's not the point. So you see here that you have this tool. You can create unlimited amount of prompts, and in addition, you get this idea sheets, 4 pages, 25 ideas, just to get your brain going in case you don't have any ideas to work up with. And you could just create unlimited prompts, and then you put those prompts in to the LLMs, and then they will execute those prompts for you so you can get started. But before we wrap this up, I actually want to take you over to here. You can see I did pick up the custom GPT, Easy Prompt Creator Pro Custom GPT, and that also comes with the link to the 100 prompt ideas to get your brain going. In addition, you do get a 2-minute and 30-second video that explains on how to use the Creator Pro Custom GPT, but we already have it, and it's here. And the good thing about what Atlas is, once I actually engage with it, I'll just be able to just pull it up right here if I need to. But you see we have some prompts right here. And it's going to go ahead and do that. So I know what you're thinking. What's the difference between just asking ChatGPT to do a prompt and using the custom GPT? Well, the difference is that the custom GPT is programmed with whatever information Mark has in his software, his web page, so that it can execute it specifically how the software executes. So it's going to execute in that manner. It's just not going to just write a regular prompt in which ChatGPT would do something else. And to test that out, you can see we're in the actual GPT here, and we're going to write the same thing here, and it should be something completely different. And you can judge for yourself what you believe the quality is. I would say the quality here, well, this one is definitely a little bit more in depth right here. But I wonder if it's because it's already seeing what's here. But no, it actually isn't. So it's curious. So actually, what I want to do is we'll get out of the actual prompt and we'll just go into a new chat altogether. Because that actually looks like a very good prompt right there. And we're actually going to go back over here. We'll copy this. Write a prompt. So this is the regular 5.2. We can see that the custom GPT is not here. And I would say that this prompt looks pretty fine. And to test that out, I would actually go back into the Easy Prompt Creator, paste that in, copy, and we'll we'll go back over into ChatGPT because this is actually pretty good for this little bit of information here. And we'll open up Atlas. We'll start a new chat and we'll paste this in. This is a more full request right here. So I would anticipate that this would actually be a more in-depth prompt. Even though I think this is a good prompt right here. So I would honestly say that with the core software itself, because it gives you all this additional information here, how it wants to direct the AI to think, reason, and approach the task. I would personally prefer to use this. I would personally prefer to use this. Now, when we go over to the actual GPT, can we go back towards the GPT? It doesn't seem like when we put this information here like this, just like a simple prompt, and we'll actually go back over to here. Like we'll paste this right here and see if it's going to create an SEO blog or if it's going to create a prompt, because it's the custom GPT. Okay, so that's the difference right here. So it knows that when you put instructions here, that it's going to create prompts. So that's the differentiator. Now, if you go here and we're in Atlas and you just put create SEO blog post that rank and sound human, so that's odd. It did do the same thing here. So I don't know, but that's definitely interesting because here we're in the GPT, so it should adhere to the instructions that's hard coded into GPT, so that makes sense. But here, where it's not into the GPT, we're just attached to the page. It doesn't really make sense that it does that, but we're not complaining. That's just something to note. So I do recommend picking up the Easy Prompt Creator. At least the front end. The custom GPT is optional if you think ChatGPT can take generic instructions and generate a well thought out prompt, then that's fine. But in terms of these other LLMs that do not have a custom GPT, I definitely recommend picking up Easy Prompt Creator Pro. You can create an unlimited amount of prompts. And once again, if you don't have any ideas, you have the Easy Prompt Creator Pro Starter Ideas. 100 ideas, 4 pages, just to get your brain going if you don't know what's going on. Definitely advise you to pick it up. I think Mark has released another great product, and he continues to release products, in my opinion, that solves real pain points and help people in their business. So if you're interested in Easy Prompt Creator Pro, there'll be a link in the description and the pinned comment for you to check it out for yourself. At the time of this recording, it's about $9.88, and with Marquez products, normally the more people buy, it goes up a little bit more and more. So if you're interested in this, definitely make sure you check it out as soon as possible. I definitely recommend it, especially if you are a beginner marketer or if you're just someone that just has issues with creating prompts and you don't want to invest your money in tools that cost a lot of money. $9 or $10 to be able to create unlimited prompts, or $12 if you want to get the custom GPT. In my opinion, it's not a heavy investment, but the choice is yours, and I'll leave it right there. This is Brian, the introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell. It's simple. Oh, I am still a little bit under the weather. I don't know if you could tell, but I do plan on trying to get back to it. So look out for more lifetime deals, AppSumos coming up in the week. Today's Sunday, January 11th. So possibly tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday, drop some videos for some products and AppSumo. It's another lifetime deal marketplaces. Got to get back to business. Now, with that being said, this is Brian, the introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell. It's simple. I'm going to catch you on the next video, family. Peace.